Welcome to NAPOD 2.0, again with a special guest, Martin.
Yeah.
He's not saying that you're special. He's saying that we have something outside of the regular.
He was just quoting his favorite character from Hot Fuzz. York?
Wow. All right, so we just got back from an Amon Amarth concert last night. I got some like $350 worth of swag. I went with the foot fucker, Sean.
Insert image of a giant foot with Sean's face on it. I hope you guys liked it.
Sexy Face 4.0.
Did you guys like that?
Yeah, we like it. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. You'll see pictures of Sexy Face 4.0. So yeah, I got my Thor's hammer. I have my Amon Amarth shirt, which I've had for years. This isn't a new one, but I got like 3 or 4 other ones. And you got a hockey jersey. It says USA on it. Like this was the first show of their American tour. Of actually their tour. I mean, they began in San Diego, right here at House of Blues.
Yeah. If you want to see what Ben looks like in his...
We're drinking Einstock, Icelandic ale, right?
If you want to see what Ben looks like in his jersey, just imagine a ginger Kevin Smith beating cancer.
You're like an Axl Rose with no hair. And like the Kevin Smith.
The skinny Axl Rose. Speaking of which, guess who's got tickets?
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, we're going to be there for the last show. For the last show of the tour. So we'll see you there.
It's going to happen.
Hey, how about this? If you're a fucking They Pod fan and you come up to us at the show, right? I'll fucking give you $100.
We'll show you our tits.
Because I know nobody's going to do it. I'll fucking give you $100.
That's how confident we are.
That's how confident I am that nobody watches the show.
Shout out to Jack W. Whiskey Papa. We missed you last night, buddy. All East County was there. Where were you?
Well, he's training.
Oh.
The war's coming.
Oh, okay. He's in his bunker.
Yeah.
Skull! All right. So tonight we're going to talk about something I am super excited for. I don't know about you clown chuckle fucks. But Rogue One.
Rogue One.
They released the trailer. I was a little confused by the title. The trailer content seems to indicate something contrary to a long-held belief that I had about what Rogue One meant. Of course, we're talking about the new Star Wars.
Yes.
Spinoff, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, it's interesting. It's a prequel and a sequel at the same time, right?
Isn't that amazing? That's just amazing. I think the world is going to like implode with awesomeness and unicorns. Speaking of unicorns, how's your foot?
It wasn't a foot, it was a toe. And if we keep talking about it, Sean's gonna bust through the wall like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Show me those cords.
Yeah.
How about this? We could give him a new name, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Toe B. Maguire.
Toe B. Maguire. Yes. That's so gross.
Hey, Jake. Yeah. Shit. But Rogue One, it looks amazing. Can't wait to see it.
What do you think about the trailer?
I thought it was excellent. Girls, what do you think?
Speaking of girls, Rogue One, what is the deal with the Star Wars franchise with female lead roles?
Hey,
don't you know that it's current year? Isn't it time for female roles in the current year?
Yeah, don't you know anything, Ghostbusters?
Apparently, then I know nothing.
Yeah.
But it's the current year.
Well, that's the thing. In 2016, right?
No, you can't. You have to say the current year.
Oh, in the current year.
Be respectful. naming the current year is a micro rape on the current year. It does not give consent for you to speak its name.
Because you date yourself, and then that's age discrimination.
Excuse me. Well, in the current year, it's the year of like, let's give women a lot of power, but still ostracize black people.
It's very true. That's a true
It's
statement.
super true. I mean, you guys did see the Ghostbuster trailer, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Ghostbuster trailer, girl power, right? They're having all this stuff online about like, oh, hey,
We're super
there's
politically
all
correct.
these women making a movie and it's going to be funny and it's Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters isn't a boy thing anymore.
All
But
these
yet,
women except the writer and director who
Yeah.
are a guy.
except like the one person of any color that they have in the movie is not only not a scientist, but is saying lines like "It's a Cadillac" and
Yeah,
like
Jemima.
I don't know much about this science
I
stuff.
know the streets.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, really?
So we take women, we try to elevate women, but we take the black community back 40 years.
Yeah, because it's fucking New York. Like, you can't find 3 white people together in New York, right? Like,
Haven't you seen the gentrification of fucking Brooklyn? There are too many hipsters in New York.
yeah,
Too
but
many hipsters.
too many hipsters.
Too many hipsters.
I should
but-
know my sister's one of them.
No, but I mean, like, they're pushing, women. What about fucking diversity?
Yeah,
You
since
know?
it's New York, if you want to be represented, where's Puerto Rican or Hispanic? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a huge population of Hispanic, Puerto Rican, or even Indians. I mean, you name it. Why is it all white people?
Yeah, even Ghostbusters Extreme, right, had some diversity. Had Garrett in a wheelchair, right, the leader of the team. He was a black dude. They had a chick, and then they had like a Hispanic guy. It was like they had like a whole little thing going on, right? And then this movie, they couldn't even put Leslie Jones. They couldn't even make her a scientist for the movie.
Well, let's talk
Well,
about
I
let's talk
mean,
about the original.
The whole thing with this new movie is they tried to do the stunt casting with all female cast, whatever the fuck they were doing, but
and
then
use
they
that chubby bitch
completely
as like the falling mat.
yeah. Then they completely just went, okay, now let's remake Ghostbusters and just have females in it.
And then they
So
decided
they needed
it's
the
3.
Ernie Hudson character. They needed the black person who's not the scientist who joins because they need
Well,
employment.
why did he have to be black? Couldn't Melissa McCarthy have played that character, and Leslie
But then
Jones
it
could have been a
wouldn't
scientist?
be the same movie over again.
Same
They had to
dynamics.
make it the exact same movie over again.
But the thing
it's
is-
a sequel though. It's not a reboot.
Yeah,
a
it's
sequel.
Ghostbusters 3, but the thing
well,
is,
so was fucking Force Awakens, and that was just remaking New Hope.
yeah, but the thing
But
is
Dan
that
Aykroyd gave it a thumbs up.
they keep pushing that we're going to make things right. We're going to, in this current year, we're going to
current
have
year, yeah.
social and gender equality. And it's like, well, what about race equality? I mean, if they're trying to be
Hey,
that fucking
It's only the current
progressive-
year. What do you think this is? The current year plus one? That's absurd.
Well, it's like programming now.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's
Y
going to make
plus
my
one.
head, that's going to make my fucking head explode.
So
That's,
numbers. No.
I am not math.
So what about the original Ghostbusters though? I mean, you had
Ernie Hudson.
the black dude come in. He's like, look, I just want a job. I'll
Yeah.
do whatever. I'll believe in whatever the fuck you want me to believe. Just pay me, right?
Yeah. And he was totally just a down to earth guy. He does that. He's like quoting from the Bible, trying to be introspective about the whole
Yeah.
thing. He's not the goofy black guy.
Just the guy
Yeah.
from the street, not like
Exactly.
Now,
the token
part of
black
that
man.
is because they wanted Eddie Murphy for that role, and when they didn't get him, they drastically cut the role down.
Yeah. But
So-
it's kind of like I said. They're trying to be super progressive, and I feel like in doing so, they actually set
No,
things back.
That's
a
the
bit.
thing. They're not trying to be super progressive. They're trying to be
Well,
just progressive enough to get people who believe in that kind of shit
To go see the
to
movie.
go see the movie,
regardless of how much it's
but
going to
then
suck.
just make the sucky movie that they were going to make.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's not even considering some of the jokes that they put in the trailer. Like, that's going to leave a mark and stuff like that. Like,
And why the fuck did the proton packs have dual pistols that come out that
and
aren't
why does she have to
connected
lick
it?
them like Miley Cyrus?
Well,
Ugh.
because she's trying to be sexy, but don't you dare look at that because
Yeah,
that's
she's a
micro
woman,
rape.
and that's
You don't
in
have
this
her
current,
consent to
in
look
this
at her.
current year.
Or you
Exactly.
find me unattractive, well, you're a misogynist pig.
Yeah.
Or you find me attractive, I'm offended. That's a micro rape. So normally I wouldn't have an issue with that, but you know,
Women
if they're
deserve
making
equal rights and less.
but normally I wouldn't have an issue with the whole PC thing. You know, like I wouldn't even fucking realize that.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't have made a difference. But if the focus, if they're making a point to be racially inclusive and diversity in this current year, then why do they have to have a stereotypical? I mean, why not have like a Hispanic guy wearing like a sombrero, or an Indian guy face down, sitting Indian style in a gutter with a bottle of Jack, or like some Irish guy punching his wife with some potatoes? You know, I mean, like
Literally holding a bag of
is
potatoes.
he holding the potatoes, or does the wife just have potatoes
Or
while being punched?
is he hitting her with the potatoes?
Let's see. The wife is the wife is getting hit by a bag of potatoes. The wife is getting hit by a bag of
While
potatoes.
Latvian looks on in envy.
This is the Let's Offend Everyone episode.
Yeah.
Because
No,
fuck everybody.
have you not seen the
No,
Latvian potato
because
jokes online?
fuck everyone
In this
until they're
current
dead.
year, Martin,
No.
just put your head down.
No, you guys need to look up. You guys need to look up the Latvian potato jokes on the internet. They are great.
Okay. Yeah.
Plug in the Latvian potato jokes on the internet. 'cause they're
Exactly.
great.
Yeah.
Classic memes right up in here.
Stop
They pod-
watching. Stop
They
watching the
pod
show
2.0 throwback.
right now. Turn the show off
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
They've already done. They did that like 5 episodes ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This year of the super trailers, right?
Yeah, but Rogue One. I'm talking about Rogue One. Getting
Yeah.
back to the show at hand.
Girl power, right? Daisy,
Girl
It's not
power.
even about.
Daisy
that's the
Ridley
thing.
was awesome.
Daisy Ridley was awesome, and they made such a big deal about it that now that they've cast another female lead in Rogue One, it's all anybody's going to talk about. Whereas if they hadn't made a big deal about it, they could have just had another female lead and it would have been okay.
But doesn't
and
that-
nobody would have commented about it, which is the end game here, is that you don't think about
Right.
these kinds of quotas and is there enough diversity. You just consume media.
Yeah, if it's a point, if it's that salient point where it's another female role. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why are you pointing that out? Why is that weird? That's 50% of the population.
And because they called attention to it so much for Force Awakens, you can't help but think about it when you see the Rogue One trailer. Even though,
So back on the topic of Monomarth, this is a Norwegian forest cat. This is a Viking cat.
it's also our lawyer.
This is also our legal department.
We spared no expense. The internet at its best, right? Cats.
Vapod 2.0 has
Cats.
officially made a cat video. We can retire.
It is Saturday. So.
David, keep your hands to yourself.
Oh no.
Mic drop.
Mic drop onto Sean's feet. Chip their glasses, break their plates. Fucking.
All right, so getting back to the trailer. What's the fucking name? Felicity Jones?
Yes.
Double check.
Sure.
Yeah, Felicity
Double
Jones.
check that.
Looks perfectly fine. The writing, I'm a little questionable about that we have this snarky, sarcastic tone that I don't know what they're trying to go for, but that seems to be the only female lead that is written these days. And again, it's only noticeable because so much attention was put on A Force Awakens having a female lead. Otherwise, I would think, what are they trying to do? Make another Han Solo that's pretty also dumb in itself.
You know, I do keep up with like action figures and stuff like that. You know, I always cruise over there, look for stuff, look for the best. And I know people were complaining about the
I'm gonna say and put him in Martin's ass. Okay, missed opportunity. We'll roll with it.
I know there was a big like outcry about the lack of Rey merchandise, and Disney hid behind it saying, "Oh well, you know, we were trying to prevent spoilers," but there was a huge lack of Rey merchandise. And now I was at Target today, and now they even have like Rey, like, you know, dress up costumes. Like, you know, you could buy like a Ninja Turtle bandana and a bow staff.
Yeah.
Now they have Rey ones just like that, because this character is just really blown up. And
Yeah, I mean, we were
was
at WonderCon. I think 1 out of 4
Oh.
female cosplayers were Rey.
Right. It was Ray or Gender Swap Zootopia.
No, the 2 that I saw the most were Rey and Harlequin for
Harlequin
Suicide
for sure.
Squad.
I looked
Harlequin
everywhere
for
for a
sure.
Daddy's Little Monster shirt for Soraya. I wasn't able to find one.
They're probably sold out.
No.
They didn't seem like any place was selling it. And that, isn't that amazing? Like, there's so many people dressed up as a character for a movie that hasn't even come out yet.
Well, maybe
And
that's
then
why. Maybe there's licensing issues still in the air because
Yeah.
the movie's not out yet.
Yeah.
And then when it sucks, you know.
Yeah. WonderCon, great con. It's a regular sized con. It was a great con.
Nothing small about this con.
Everyone knows that it was a regular size. Everyone knows it's a regular size con. Everyone, it was amazing. It was great.
There are a lot of good cons.
great
and the
con.
best con.
We're gonna make cons great again.
No, that's the wrong. It's this.
Oh,
Finger.
is this like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Martin,
It's this.
you got
or it's
one?
that.
You got one?
You don't have 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna build a wall right here between me and Martin, and I'm gonna make him pay for it.
No, Martin's pinky is otherwise occupied.
Pathway
He's doing this, but it's off camera.
Pathway 404
Doing
not
what?
available.
You were complaining 5 seconds ago.
So Rogue One, I thought Rogue One was the name of like one of the squadrons, right? Like one of the fighter detachments that the rebellion had, like one of the first ones. I mean, Rogue One was, you know, according to the movies, was
Empire Strikes Back. Luke's the Snowspeeders. He calls it Rogue Group, which evolved into Rogue Squadron.
I mean, we're led to believe that you know, Rogue One was a kind of like a special forces type of detachment, rebellion navy, where they go and take care of business. They get the plans of the Death Star delivered to Leia. Leia delivers to R2. You have one of the greatest sagas ever in cinema, and so Rogue Squadron is kind of like a prequel to 4 and in between 3, maybe.
Yeah, so it's a prequel and a sequel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but we find out, apparently, according to the trailer, what I'm led to believe is Rogue One is actually the snarky female lead who's
Yeah.
an undercover agent going in. And something that I think is going to be super fucking awesome is that Star Wars, it's not a lot of subtlety. It's just lasers, fucking send in the fucking stormtroopers, send in the Jedi, fucking Death Star blow up plants. There's no, we hear about all the spycraft and the subtleties off camera. Many Bothan spies died delivering this Mon Mothma, not Mon Mothra. Fighting Godzilla, right?
No.
But I think it'd be cool to see in the Star Wars universe, like subtlety, spycraft. I mean, and that's a lot. That's a huge part of the rebellion, and according to the books and the fanfic, which is plagiarism. But something like that has to happen. It's got to be intelligence, counterintelligence. Let's show more of that, less of the dramatic shit. I can't wait. I don't care if it's a male or female, irrelevant.
That was kind of my problem with the trailer, is that the premise of it is the spycraft shit, no Jedis, the kind of stuff that we haven't seen that we want to see. Fuck the Jedis. Fuck millions of laser shots going past each other all the time. I want to see some spycraft. I want to see people sneaking around, infiltrating, fucking getting shit done on the sly. In the trailer, what do we see? AT-AT's wasting folks. We see Donnie Yen deflecting shit with a katana staff, whatever the fuck he had.
Forrest Whitaker's no Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker doing some over-dramatic voiceover.
Some samurai
I-
beating
again,
up with
yeah,
Serial
again.
Pharrell. Seeing like,
Cutting
beating
out-
trap of stormtroopers with the wooden
There's
sticks.
one Asian guy, one black guy in the entire trailer.
And you have your female.
Yeah.
Oh, there were 2 females. There's Mon Mothma.
Oh, yeah.
2
Mothra.
females talking to each other, not about a guy. That passes the Bechdel test. It's the current year. Official.
And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, why are they chastising her about violating imperial law? Obviously, they're flipping her, right? They're flipping her, but still, it's like, you guys are the rebels. We know you're rebels. Why?
Well, we don't know that it was a rebel giving that. I mean, that could have easily been an Imperial officer.
That was Mon Mothma saying that.
No, it was a male voice saying that.
I thought it was Mon Mothma.
No, it was a male voiceover saying it, and her reply is to Mon Mothma, so it's cut together to make it seem like the rebels are
See, I'm more
accusing her of
visually
this.
oriented.
But yeah, that's editing. So I'm thinking that little diatribe at the start is given by an Imperial and it's just been edited that way to lead into the introduction of this character for the trailer.
Because the imps don't never employ women. Oh wait, they do in the last one.
Phasma.
Well,
Phasma,
that takes
and then
place in the future of
some
this
that-
movie, so maybe
True.
they learn.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they hit their.
Maybe
that's what
in
we're gonna
that
find
current
out.
in that current year.
In the,
Yeah,
in the next
the
sequel,
Imperials reach the current
in
year.
the next sequel, we're gonna realize that the imps have like a time travel device. That's the new Death Star.
Yeah.
and
So
they
they go
send a
back in
machine
time.
back in time to kill Luke's mother.
Yeah, and then it's like we have to be more in the.
I want to
current
see
year.
that movie. I want to see the Terminator Star Wars crossover right now.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away in the current year. We go back forward and in time and space.
Cameo by Michael Biehn.
And then we employ female techies working on the Sun Killer. Remember that? You saw a woman working on the Star Killer.
Star Killer base, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Rick shows up. No, Morty, we gotta go blip some chips.
Oh, Rick. I don't know, Rick. It just seems a little wrong.
Yeah. Like I don't have another burp in me yet.
So yeah, that was something I noticed about this trailer as well. We got Donnie Yen, we got Forrest Whitaker, also appearing in the movie but not in the trailer. Alan Tudyk,
Two dicks.
which you probably don't know the name, but it's Wash from Firefly, The Leaf in the Wind.
Leaf in the wind.
Everyone do the Anchorman. We all look at the screen and then we see Alan Tudyk. Oh yeah, that guy.
So
yeah.
Forrest Whitaker, was he in Jerry Maguire or in What Dreams May Come?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No, you're thinking of the other black guy who hasn't acted in a long time, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Hey, he was on an American Crime Story playing the Juice.
Are we talking about Forrest Whitaker or Cuba Gooding Jr.? Because I didn't fucking watch American
That sounds,
Crime Story.
that's like that SNL skit. Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulrooney.
I mean, this is some classic Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman
Was that-
shit.
There
we're
you go.
getting into
Oh, I
right
remember
now.
that one, the Sundance film. That was like a hipster silent film type of thing, right?
No, it was this Saturday Night Live skit where it was a game show.
Oh.
Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulrooney.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, with the
Anyway,
Irish
getting
jokes.
back to my point, Donnie Yen, Forrest Whitaker, Alan Tudyk, also appearing in the film, Mads Mikkelsen, one of the great Danish actors, one of the only Danish actors. You may remember him as the bad guy from Casino Royale with Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
actual.
isn't he Lecter?
He's also Lecter in the TV series, The Animal. Yeah.
Not Buffalo
Some really
Bill over here.
recognizable names and faces here. Pretty unusual for Star Wars movies. Even when you consider the prequels having Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor, they don't really go for the super star power that much.
Yep, I
We
would
need-
totally agree with that.
We need John Woo to direct a Star Wars movie. Hard-boiled Death Star.
Starboiled.
There's not enough Death Stars in the galaxy for Woo to blow up. There are not enough Death Stars.
Chow Yun Fat versus Darth Maul.
Well, Chow Yun Fat doesn't die in the movies that he appears in every time. So yeah, I'm going with him.
Charlie and Fat died in Crunch Dragon.
Not in every movie he appears in, I said. Unlike, what's his fucking
Ray
face?
Sean Bean.
Ray Park.
Yeah, who gets sliced in half in this, gets zapped the fuck out of him
He
by
didn't-
Storm and X-Men.
He didn't die in Fanboys. He played a security
His
guard.
career died.
Oh. And then that's when we throw up. If everyone looks up there at the screen, yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. Ray Park's career.
There's no rest for the wicked.
Yeah. But hey, you know, these trailers, these are the things that we see, regardless, good, bad, or indifferent. These are the things that cause us to give all of our money away.
Do you think it's going to be as successful, or at least even on the same level as Force Awakens, given that it's
If-
not a main story?
If half
movie?
the people that saw Force Awakens see this movie, it's going to blow everything else out of the water.
Well, if half the people see it, it'll make $500 million instead of $1 billion. I mean,
And that's still
when you
huge.
consider it's probably going to be $250 million to make, at least that much to market, only grossing $500 million, they're probably not going to consider that a success. They're going to have merchandising money out the ass, but box office wise, they're probably not going to consider it a success.
Especially like, after Star Wars just killed this Christmas season. It's coming out at Christmas. They moved it back so that way Star Wars is now like Christmas is owned by
they're gonna
Star
have
Wars
every
now.
winter. There's going to be a Star Wars movie.
So I mean, there's no way
They're
that
gonna
this
bring it back
movie
to
doesn't.
Thanksgiving. No, wait a minute. When was the holiday special?
That was
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, November 30th, if I remember correctly.
But that was Thanksgiving. That's what we need. We need more holiday specials.
Exactly.
You hear
Well,
that?
when they-
you hear that, George Lucas?
After episode 9, when they've run out of side stories,
We
they're gonna
appreciate
say,
your work, George.
let's remake the holiday special. It's canon.
Yeah.
It's still canon.
We appreciate your work, George.
Well, speaking of all this, right? We did talk about trailers.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is your favorite trailer of all time? I got two. I know two right off the top of
Do
my
they
head.
have
I don't
the
think it
Inception
is.
horn in them? Because if they do, it automatically disqualifies them.
My two favorite trailers of all time is the Watchmen trailer.
Okay, that's
That's-
acceptable. Yeah.
That
I can
the
get
movie
behind
it was
that.
all right, right?
Don't
But
remember it.
the fucking
It
trailer,
was,
that
the
trailer,
Smashing Pumpkins song?
yeah, the beginning is the end is
The
the
beginning is the
beginning.
end of the beginning, yeah.
That fucking trailer is amazing. That trailer and the trailer for Where the Wild Things Are. I'm not gonna fucking lie. The first time I saw that, I cried like a little bitch.
That probably wasn't from the quality of the trailer. That was probably from fucking nostalgia.
I would say the nostalgia.
Thumbs down on your
That-
second selection.
yeah.
Thumbs up on your first
Yeah,
one.
the trailer, seeing the monsters, and then the fucking like Karen O fucking music, like all that put together, it made me cry like a little bitch.
I thought it was Martin's sexual rejection of you.
Where the Wild Things Are is another game that we play by ourselves.
What do you find?
Yeah. Best trailer of all time.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Best trailer of all time.
I am partial to the trailer for The Comedian, if you remember that, where it was
Is
the
that the
voiceover
fucking-
guy in the booth getting crazy while his producer's trying to reel him in. In a land where laughter is king. No, in a
Was
land,
that-
Jack. Oh,
The Comedian, is that a recent movie? That one with the
It
guy
was-
with the crazy hair and the
no, the
glasses?
Comedian was the one about Jerry Seinfeld. It was like following Jerry Seinfeld doing a stand-up tour, talking to other comedians.
Oh.
It was kind of a documentary thing. It was
Oh, okay.
maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I'd have to check.
Yeah, I can't say I remember that.
Yeah.
Mark-
Can't say I remember any fucking trailer, honestly. Except for the Star Wars ones in Rogue One, because we talked about them.
Because we just watched them.
Because we literally just watched them.
I guess. I know which ones are awful.
Martin, best trailer of all time?
The one you live in?
Do you have a trailer?
You're right, your childhood is more fucked up.
We all share the same condom.
It's hard to pin down like which one is my favorite.
It's hard to pin down. Like,
If you can remember a trailer at all, it probably
Say
is in your
anything.
top 5.
I feel like fucking Alex Trebek on Celebrity Jeopardy. You can literally say anything, and we will take that as an answer. Trying to get a fucking answer out of this guy.
I once was
Suck it, direct.
in Tahiti and they had these dogs and they catch frisbees with their mouths. It's simply amazing.
So Ben does Marlon Brando. Anyone else here at the table do voices?
Squawking parrot, you scum.
Chris, let's hear you do straight.
David, let's hear you do skinny.
Let's see. I think he nailed it. Homophobic and racist. There we go. David, everybody. David. This current year, this is unacceptable.
Current year, absolutely. Yeah, what is up
Don't-
with that Ghostbusters thing, right? I mean, they make it such a big deal about being PC, but then
Yeah.
they fucking completely drop the ball and kick it. Was that like wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys, we don't need it.
Exactly. Fuck. They absolutely don't mean it.
Yeah.
They just tried to remake the original Ghostbusters and stunt cast all females to try to pull in SJW dollars.
What's SJW?
Social justice warrior.
Don't punch down, David.
I thought I was at the bottom. You mean I'm not at the bottom?
No, you're not.
Wow. Being a black man in this country is getting better.
David, you'll always be my power bottom.
Wow. You want to talk about punching up? You want to talk about
down by
fucking,
punch.
Yeah, this fucking piece of scum is ripping on David. Put your head down again.
Forward
Black
down.
lives matter. Black lives matter.
We're just gonna go ahead and cut that last couple seconds.
All right. Well, that's it for us, and we apologize for offending you, but we don't. That's it. Martin, maybe you'll stick around and come back after tonight's shit beating on your moral compass and everything else. But anything else? Anything coming up we want to plug?
Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you
It's
want to
important.
subscribe, that's okay. I understand.
If you have any questions for us, there's a Troll the Troll segment where we read questions from you, the audience, the vast audience that is They Pod followers. What are we going to call They Pod followers? What are we going to call them?
Ourselves?
No, we're going to need. We're going to need some cool. Give us an idea to what to call the fans of They Pod.
Pod
Post it
people?
on there.
Podcasts.
Podcats. Yes, like polecats.
That's like
Mad
trademarked
Max.
already.
Like polecats. All right. Well, yeah. Hit us up on Facebook or Twitter, and if you have any questions, especially funny questions, we appreciate those. Mean questions, we really love those.
Yeah. If you're cool enough to take the time, record a video on your phone, like a little selfie video or something like
We're
that.
not into choking. We're not into ATM.
Ask whatever you want, upload it to our Facebook page, and we'll splice it into the show.
It will be done. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on Theypod Facebook and Twitter. And,
Don't flip off that camera, David. That camera
No,
turned off. You
I was
flip off
trying
that
to flip off that camera, but it's kind of a weird angle. How about if I do this? So one of these will come in. All right.
Where do you get those foam fingers?
I got great hands. These are the best hands.
All right, thanks.
see you.